Okay, so here we have a 1983 Honda CR125. So overall, generally quite a good bike. These bikes, there's the Tough Sheet National Twin Shock series. They're running a pre-83 125 class, so this will be eligible for that. I think quite a few clubs do pre-83 stuff, so this will be a very, very, very good bike for that series. I've had a look over it already, and disappointingly, the big thing that's wrong with it, which is going to prevent me from starting it, is if you know much about these things, you'll know that they came with a magnesium water pump, clutch cover and water pump housing, all in one piece, and those things corrode, and then the water, which is generally what people use, which is what causes the problem, then leaks through into the gearbox, and there was no water in the radiator, so I had a look. I took the sump plug off, and there was water came out, and then some like grey sludge came out. So that is, I'm not going to start it because there's no oil in it, and whatever oil was there would be nasty like sludge. So that's the bit that's going to need sorting. Other than that, it's generally quite a nice bike, really. Needs a tidy up, but would make a fantastic race bike. There's a few bits and pieces wrong with it, which I'll try and point out to you, so that you know what you're getting yourself into if you put a bid on this bike. But like I say, I mean, I like this era of bike, the early water-cooled bikes, 125s, 250s. I think they're brilliant. I love the development, the move from air-cooled into water-cooled. I just think it's the proper iconic things. It's probably because these things were around when I was a kid, and they were always the things that I kind of lusted after and wanted. We all wanted water-cooled stuff. Seemingly they were faster. They probably weren't really any faster at all. When I look at my own racing that I'm doing these days, I'm pretty sure that I'm as fast on an air-cooled thing as I would be on a water-cooled thing. But there you go. Make a cracking restoration bike to race or to collect. Getting pretty rare now. And like I say, the only thing that you've got to sort out is that clutch cover, which is possible. People can repair those existing covers, and you can buy some other aftermarket ones, though they're not cheap and they're made out of aluminium. So let's have a look at her. Like I say, I'm not going to start her up, though I do believe she would start. She has a spark. She's got compression. Clicks through all the gears, even though there's no oil in there, and the jets are clear in the carb, so no reason to think that it wouldn't start. Kill switch works as well, so just so you know about that. Anyway, let's have a look at her, and let's see. Let's try and point out some of the good and the bad bits for you, and then get some pictures and get her up for sale tonight. So, the front radiator shroud is missing. The rear plastics have been painted on this side. I'm sure that's the original silencer. It's dented, but someone will be able to straighten that up and make that look good again. I don't know what's gone on with the seat foam here. They've probably just packed it with whatever rubbish they could get their hands on. This is what happens with these old bikes, you see. Front pipe, got a few dents in it. Again, I'm sure that is the original pipe as well. few dents in it. They'll blow out. You'll be able to straighten that up nicely, and that'll be a great pipe to leave on it. The radiators, both radiators look to be in decent condition, and they've got the original radiator guards, which are nice to see. I was quite excited when I saw this bike, because even though the clutch cover has all got the white oxidization on it, that's how the magnesium goes, the radiator had this Evans waterless coolant sticker on it. So I was thinking, I bet they've run Evans waterless coolant in here, and probably the water pump will be saved, but I really don't think it is. As I looked a bit closer, they've had some recent gasket on there. The oil filler cap is not the correct one. Just looks as though it's had some water pump issues, which obviously I've kind of detected, and you already know about that. The tank looks relatively good on this side. On this side, this tank has been oxidized as well. I would say that it'd be worth cleaning that up. You can either do it yourself, or I can put you in touch with a decent guy who can clean these tanks up for you. But that oxidization will come off, and you'll be able to buff the tank up, and it'll come up all mint. There appears to be an engine mount bracket. So on this right hand side engine mount here, you can see the aluminium one across there. Then there isn't one. Struggling to get to show you that. There isn't one on this side, it's missing. So you'll want to be finding a replacement one of them. The frame rails look to be in reasonable condition. There's a bit of a dent in this one over here, the left hand side one. But other than that, they look to be reasonably good. Original paint frame, which I like. I know you're all going to get it powder coated, but I do like the original paint on the frames. Forks look to be in good nick. I haven't seen any corrosion, any pitting on there, which is what I always look for. Someone's put some fresh Pro Taper bars on there. I mean, they have no benefit at the moment because you can't ride the flipping thing. Like I say, it sparks, it's got compression. We'll just demonstrate. It's I had the compression tester on it before. I was getting like 130 psi out of it, which is plenty. Front wheel looks to be in good nick. It's got a few marks on it, but it's perfectly round. There's no splits in it. It's the original one. Looks good. So that's, again, a nice thing to see. Like I say, the other radiator, the right hand side radiator is nice. This one's nice, and this one's got the radiator guard on as well. This one's got the rad scoop on here. Engine looks to be in decent condition, except for this is where the chain guard goes on. And obviously the chains come off at some point, or I'm assuming that's what's happened, and it's smashed the chain guard off, these lugs here. Now then, someone will be able to clean that up, weld a new piece into place, or even cast a new piece or whatever. That's definitely repairable if it's something that you're really bothered about, or keep an eye out for a replacement crankcase. Crankcase half. The swing arm looks to be in decent condition, though there's no chain slider, and so therefore the chain has eaten fractionally. And when I say fractionally, I can't even feel with my finger any groove, but you just know it has happened. So that'll clean up nice as well. got the original stickers on the swing arm. Obviously they don't look the best anymore, but they're still, it's nice to have them. Rear shock looks to be in decent condition. Don't believe that that's leaking or anything like that. I mean, I would advise that you get it serviced if you're going to ride the thing, because you can guarantee as soon as you take it out, the seal goes, and then that's it. Needs servicing anyway. Rear wheel, again, very much like the front wheel. It's in perfectly round condition, so I don't think it's been ridden in a particularly hard environment. Definitely not rocky, where it's been dented and bashed to death. It's the wheel looks great. Magnesium brake plates on the front and the back look perfect. Even the brake torque arm looks absolutely immaculate, and those things are normally bent out of shape and this, that and the other. So I would say probably been neglected a little bit, but overall what's underneath it is a very, very, very good condition, and probably not overused bike. And the reason why I'm saying that is like the condition of the wheels, the condition of the forks, etc, etc, and even, you know, the condition of the frame, the pipe, blah blah blah. Just probably been left outside and badly maintained. The plug cap is damaged, but I mean, you'd be replacing that anyway, wouldn't you? But yeah, nice thing. Great restoration project. And the, like I say, the 83 CR125, it'll fit in the pre-83 125 class, and it'll be very, very competitive. Lovely bike. Okay, so like I've said, I'm not going to do the I'm not going to fire it up because it's the gearbox oil problem. So we're in neutral there. It'll be a 6-speed box, this one. Down into first, up into second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. That's the top. Back into fifth, fourth, third, second and neutral. So we have all the gears. So that's the final test I'm going to do on this bike. Needs some work obviously to make it rideable, but generally a lovely thing, and it certainly would be, with a bit of work, be a great pre-83 125 to have, or to restore as a nice collector's item. So be on eBay tonight. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.